Tonight, Talechka will tell you a gentle story about a strange little light. A light that appeared only at night, and followed one lonely girl through the sleeping world. So close your eyes, and listen softly to the quiet of the evening. The light that followed her home. Long ago, at the edge of a quiet village surrounded by silver birch forests, there lived a young girl named Maya. She lived with her grandfather in a small wooden cottage beside a narrow river. The cottage was old, but warm, and every evening, golden lantern light glowed gently through its windows. Maya loved peaceful things. The sound of rain against the roof, the flutter of curtains in the wind, the soft bubbling of soup above the fire. But most of all, she loved walking beneath the evening sky. Every night after supper, she wandered slowly beside the river paths, watching stars appear one by one above the trees. Her grandfather often smiled when she returned home late. "You listen too carefully to the night," he would whisper kindly. Maya never answered, because perhaps he was right. There was something about the evening world that felt alive to her. Not frightening, not lonely, only quiet, and full of hidden things. One autumn night, as mist drifted low across the fields, Maya noticed something strange beside the river. A tiny golden light, floating gently above the water. At first, she thought it was a lantern from another traveler. But there was no one there. The little light shimmered softly in the darkness, warm like candlelight, yet pale like moonlight at the same time. Maya stood perfectly still, watching it. The light moved slowly across the riverbank, then paused beside her, as though waiting. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then softly, the light drifted away among the trees. Maya followed carefully, step by step beneath the silver mist. The forest felt different at night. Older somehow. The branches creaked softly overhead, and the air smelled of rain and pine wood. Ahead of her, the little golden light floated peacefully through the darkness, never rushing, never disappearing completely. At last, it stopped beside an old stone bridge covered in moss. The bridge crossed a narrow stream hidden beneath hanging branches. Maya had never seen it before. The light hovered above the stones quietly, then slowly faded away. Only darkness remained. Maya waited a little longer, but the light did not return. At last, she walked home beneath the stars. The next evening, the light appeared again, this time near the old willow tree beside the village well. Again, it waited for her. And again, Maya followed. Night after night, the strange golden light returned, always appearing somewhere different. Sometimes beside frozen streams, sometimes among hills covered in fog, sometimes deep beneath the pine trees. And each time, it guided Maya somewhere beautiful. A hidden waterfall glowing beneath moonlight. A forgotten garden sleeping behind ancient walls. A clearing where white owls rested silently in the snow. The light never spoke, never frightened her. It simply wandered beside her through the sleeping world. Slowly, Maya began changing. She no longer hurried through her days. She noticed little things more carefully. The sound of wind through dry grass. The warmth of bread fresh from the oven. The way snowflakes melted quietly against her sleeves. Even the villagers noticed. There is more calmness in the child now, they whispered. But as autumn slowly faded into winter, the golden light began appearing less often. Some nights, Maya waited for hours beside the river. Yet nothing came. And somehow, the world felt emptier without it. One snowy evening, Maya sat quietly beside the fire with her grandfather, watching frost gather on the windows. "You seem sad tonight," the old man whispered gently. Maya stared into the flames for a long moment, then finally spoke. There was a light in the forest, she whispered softly. And now it is disappearing. Her grandfather remained silent, as though remembering something very old. Then slowly, he nodded. "When I was young," he said quietly, "I saw it too." Maya lifted her head in surprise. The wandering light appears only to those who have forgotten how to find their way home. "But I know where home is," Maya whispered. The old man smiled sadly. "Not every kind of home has walls." That night, Maya could not sleep. Snow drifted silently outside, and the forest beyond the river looked endless beneath the moon. Then suddenly, a soft golden glow appeared beyond the window. The light had returned. Maya quickly wrapped herself in her winter cloak, then stepped quietly into the snow. The little light floated ahead of her peacefully, brighter now than ever before. Maya followed it beyond the river, beyond the frozen fields, deep into the silent forest. The trees stood tall and dark beneath the winter sky, their branches heavy with silver snow. The deeper Maya walked, the quieter the world became. At last, the light led her into a wide clearing surrounded by enormous pine trees. And there, in the center of the clearing, stood an ancient cottage hidden beneath snow-covered branches. Warm golden light glowed through its windows, and smoke drifted softly from its chimney. Maya stared silently. She had never seen this place before. Yet somehow, it felt familiar. The little golden light floated gently toward the cottage door, then disappeared. For a moment, everything became still. Then slowly, the cottage door opened by itself. Warm air drifted into the snowy clearing, carrying the scent of pine wood and tea. Maya stepped inside carefully. The cottage was small, peaceful, filled with candlelight. Old books lined the shelves. Bundles of dried herbs hung above the windows. And beside the fire, an old woman sat quietly in a wooden chair. Her silver hair shimmered softly in the firelight, and her eyes looked calm as winter stars. "You followed the light," the woman whispered gently. Maya nodded slowly. The old woman smiled. Many people see the wandering light when they are young, she said. But very few continue following it. What is it? Maya whispered. The woman looked toward the fire quietly. It is the light of forgotten wonder. The world grows loud as people grow older. She continued softly. They stop listening to rivers, to snowfall, to silence, to their own hearts. The light helps gentle souls remember. Maya listened carefully beside the fire, while snow drifted softly beyond the windows. For a long time, neither of them spoke. Then finally, the old woman stood slowly and handed Maya a small lantern made of silver glass. Inside it, a tiny golden flame shimmered peacefully. This light will not always lead you through forests, she whispered. One day, it must live inside you instead. Maya carefully held the lantern close to her chest, its warmth soft and calm against her hands. When she stepped outside again, the snowy clearing had disappeared. Only the silent forest remained. Moonlight drifted across the snow-covered branches, and far away, the river shimmered beneath the stars. Slowly, Maya walked home, the silver lantern glowing softly beside her. And though many winters passed after that night, Maya was never truly lost again. Because wherever she wandered, through forests, through storms, through lonely seasons, the quiet golden light remained with her. Not ahead of her anymore, but within her. Even now, some travelers say that on snowy evenings, a tiny golden light can sometimes be seen wandering beside the rivers and forests of the Old North. And if someone follows it gently enough, it may guide them somewhere they have forgotten. Perhaps even home. And if you would like to hear more gentle stories,